I'm Cam.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Aaron. We're three brothers who lead extraordinary lives.
Because we live and work in our family zoo.
Caring for endangered animals along with a team of keepers.
And helping wildlife conservation projects around the world. This is One Zoo 3. Yeah. We're on a very special fact-finding mission.
We've come all the way to San Diego, California to meet some supersized species at one of the biggest zoos in the world.
Just time for a quick call home.
Hi guys, how you going?
Hey, Mum. Hey.
Aaron, I see that you've packed your hat.
I have indeed. In fact, I even brought a supersized hat.
And boys, don't forget to send me a postcard.
We won't. Anyway, Mum, we've got to go because we need to get to the zoo.
Bye.
See you later. Love you.
Lots of love.
Bye.
This zoo really is supersized.
You're not kidding. With around 14,000 animals from 700 species, it's more than 15 times the size of the One Zoo 3 zoo.
It's been home to incredible animals for over a century.
With a dedicated team of wildlife care specialists working around the clock to help save our most endangered species and supporting conservation projects around the world. Here we are, San Diego Zoo.
This is going to be brilliant. Come on, there's no time to waste.
The team here have some important jobs lined up for us, with some of the zoo's super-sized residents.
Tyler chows down with the powerful Komodo dragon.
Looks like it went down well. No time for chewing.
Cam spreads his wings with the world's largest bird of prey, the Andean condor.
They are epic. And we take a deep dive with the breathtaking polar bears.
Oh, this is amazing.
But first, I have a super-sized job in the reptile house. There are over 7,000 species of lizard around the world. And at the One Zoo 3 Zoo, we are home to the leopard gecko, the Chinese croc lizard, and the Williams dwarf gecko, who are around 8 centimeters, which is absolutely teeny tiny. But here at the San Diego Zoo, they're home to the biggest and most impressive lizard of them all, the Komodo dragon. And I'm on my way to go and see them. Komodo dragons are a type of monitor lizard, an ancient group of reptiles with ancestors that originated over 90 million years ago. They take their name from Komodo Island in Indonesia and are over 3 meters long and weighing up to 130 kilos. These super-sized lizards are not to be messed with.
Just behind me, the wildlife care specialist tidying up the Komodo dragon habitat. The team actually got these shin guards on, and that's to protect them because these Komodo dragons, they're quite large animals. They have this big, powerful tail, which they can whip, and they can have quite a nasty bite, so they have to protect themselves at all times.
It's no wonder people used to think they were actual dragons. 12-year-old female Ratu seems pretty chilled, though.
Look how gorgeous Ratu is. She's obviously got a great relationship with the keepers here, as she's very calm and comfortable in their presence, which is obviously great to see.
Sadly, there are fewer than 1,400 Komodo dragons left in the wild, and they could disappear completely if climate change causes sea levels to rise and flood their habitats.
Come on, Ratu. Come on.
Keeper Mike has spent 4 years caring for these mighty lizards, and I'm going to help him serve up a dragon-friendly breakfast.
Good girl. Komodo's one of my favorites. Very intelligent. They're just so much fun to work with.
So what's her favorite foods?
Oh, she likes lots of different things. Basically anything made out of meat.
Yep.
But today we're gonna be feeding her some fish.
Cool. Any fish in particular?
I believe they're trout.
So, fishy treats today. But in the wild, these super-sized predators love to devour things like birds, deer, and even buffalo.
Oh, a bit warm in here.
We'll put the other ones up here.
Incredibly, Komodo dragons can sense their prey up to 6 miles away. using a very special skill.
So the food's out. Let's go and test Ratu's sense of smell and see how she picks up on this fish.
All right, let's do it.
Brilliant. Oh, and here she comes. Flicking her tongue out, just trying to pick up the scent. She's got this incredible fork-shaped tongue because of the right and left side. They can actually pick up really strong scents coming from either direction. Oh, wow. Fish is underwater and picked it up straight away. Looks like it went down well. No time for chewing.
Looks like Ratu is definitely ready for her breakfast.
You right, boys? How cool is she?
She is amazing.
She's just been tucking into some fresh fish and she has loved it. Although it's a very small portion to what they actually can eat, which is up to 80% of their own body weight in one sitting. That's like me eating you.
That's a lot of food.
Just inhales it. She doesn't even chew it.
Even though they are the largest of all the lizards, they actually haven't got that strong a bite compared to other reptiles.
But a Komodo dragon's bite contains an extra surprise: venom.
Inside that mouth of hers is still 60 very sharp teeth that they use to bite down on their prey, inject the venom that causes the damage.
It's thought the venom delivers toxins which put their prey into shock and can kill in just a few hours.
Happily, this zoo is taking part in super important research to protect these carnivorous giants in the wild, helping to save the Komodo dragon population for the future.
Oh, I've had such a great time with Ratu. She's been amazing. Come on then, let's go.
All right, Ratu.
We've been given very special access to one of the world's most amazing mammals, Eugene, the echidna.
He might not be supersized, but he is super interesting.
These remarkable-looking animals come from Australasia, from deserts, from shrublands, and also forests. These spikes are actually known as spines and are modified hairs that echidnas use to protect themselves against the likes of dingoes and foxes. Just like a hedgehog, they'll curl up into a ball when they feel threatened, and these spines make echidnas a difficult meal for any predator. As well as using their unique beaks for smell, they also have a superpower: electroreception. Their beaks allow them to pick up on the electrical current that their prey give off when they're contracting their muscles, and that is how an echidna finds its food. What an amazing superpower to have. Now it's time for today's fact or fake. Echidnas, despite being mammals, can lay eggs. So, is that a fact or is it fake?
Fact? I think that's fake. I only think birds and crocodiles lay eggs.
Fact, I guess.
A fact, because platypuses, they are mammals too, and they lay eggs.
Those are all really good answers, but I can in fact tell you that it's a fact. Echidnas can lay eggs. Echidnas and platypus are the only two species of mammals that can actually lay eggs. They are adorable and are actually called puggles. A newly hatched puggle will weigh half a gram. That's even lighter than a marshmallow. Now that is what I call sweet.
Exploring this super-sized zoo is making me want to take some super snaps to show Mum. But before I track down the zoo's biggest bird species, I don't want to miss out on the smallest.
I'm trying to take some photos of the hummingbirds here at the zoo. Now, they're one of the smallest birds in the world. Hummingbirds can fly in an incredible way. Like a helicopter, they can move backwards, forwards, up and down. They can dart around, they can hover, and it's all down to one particular secret. They can flap their wings in a figure of 8, like this. Although I am really bad at it, but hummingbirds can beat their wings up to 200 times per second.
The emerald chin hummingbird lives in the tropical forests of Central America and is only 8 centimeters long. I've definitely never snapped one of these.
Yes. I am ecstatic because I've just photographed
The emerald chin hummingbird.
mid-flight, and it is wicked.
But we're really here for the supersized species, and they don't come any bigger than the Andean condor. These amazing birds soar high above the mountains and coasts of South America with a wingspan that can reach a whopping 3 meters. Time for me to get a bird's eye view.
Condors can soar to an incredible height of over 3 miles in the air. That's more than 6.5 times the height of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Now, condors are able to achieve these flights using something called thermals. Thermals are actually rising columns of warm air which allows them to stay aloft.
And it means these incredible birds can fly more than 100 miles without flapping their wings. I'm meeting up with Caitlin. How you doing?
Hello.
Who's been looking after the Andean condors, both Chica and Chia, for the past 7 years. And it's lunchtime.
So we're gonna be giving them out some seafood and salad. It's a fish day. So we've got a nice heavy bucket of trout because they're big condors and eat a lot of food.
That's the seafood. Now for the salad.
It smells so good, I kind of want to eat it myself.
Well, it is edible, it's barley. So a lot of people juice this up and put it in smoothies, real healthy.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah.
Just like other species of vulture, in the wild, Andean condors also feast on the remains of cows, sheep, and deer.
Patience, buddy.
Placing the fish on grass gives these awesome scavengers something to tear at and helps keep their powerful claws and razor-sharp beaks in tip-top condition.
They are epic.
At up to 15 kilos, Andean condors are heavy too. So those supersized wings are extra useful in getting them off the ground.
Really hard to gauge their wingspan from that far away, but I see you've got their feathers there.
Yeah, so these are 2 feathers collected from on habitat. They're primary feathers from the tip of the wing. And if I hold them out like this, from my wingtip or feather tip to feather tip, it's a 3.2 meter wingspan. That's what Chica, our big male, has. Biggest wingspan area of all birds. So these are pretty much the biggest flying bird.
Wow, can I see it?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at the size of that.
San Diego Zoo has played a hugely important role in condor conservation, having helped reintroduce almost 70 Andean condors back into the wild. And I want to get my first ever snap of one of these awe-inspiring birds.
Look at you, beauty. Yeah, that's the shot, come on. Managed to get wings completely spread out wide. You can really get a feel for their wingspan. And it is ginormous. Mission complete. Mwah. Like those we care for at the One Zoo Free Zoo, so many of the animals here at San Diego are threatened with extinction.
Now it's most endangered.
I'm joined by some of the zoo's slowest and oldest residents, the Galapagos tortoises. When I say oldest residents, I really mean it. Grandma over there is 138 years old. What a beauty she is. These giants can be found in only one place in the entire world, and that is the Galapagos Islands.
They are so iconic that the islands are named after them, because the word Galapagos in Old Spanish means tortoise.
One of the most incredible features about giant tortoises are that depending on what island they come from, their shells will differ, which means that you can literally see evolution right in front of your eyes when you look at them. In the case of Augustus here, he has a saddleback shell, and this allows him to use his neck and reach up nice and high to grab leaves from trees, making him a browser.
Sadly, Galapagos tortoises are endangered species. It's thought the population has declined by 90% in the last 200 years, with only around 15,000 left today.
Even though tortoises are no longer hunted for their meat, they are still under severe threat because of invasive species. The likes of feral pigs and goats will eat their eggs, and then the likes of cats and rats will actually eat youngsters on the island, which can obviously make survival really difficult.
The good news is conservation groups and zoos like this one are working hard to protect these supersized tortoises. Over 7,000 youngsters have already been returned to their islands, and the population is growing.
Hopefully ensuring that these beautiful and ancient giants have got a long future ahead of them yet.
There are so many amazing animals here at San Diego Zoo, including lots we don't have back home.
And so many species here are huge by comparison.
I mean, just take the bears, for example. Now, we love Kara and Indira, our sun bears. They are the world's smallest species of bear, standing only around 1.5 meters tall. But some of the bears that they have here at San Diego Zoo are over 5 times the size.
The brown bear is about 2.5 meters tall.
And standing at almost 3 meters tall, the biggest bear of them all, the polar bear. And I'm about to go and meet some.
This zoo is a big player in polar bear conservation,
working with special teams to track their movement in the wild and the location of their dens.
Keeper Becky has spent 7 years looking after these awesome animals.
All 3 of our polar bears are unfortunately orphaned in the wild. So our big male Kaluk and his sister Takik were orphaned at about 3 months old in Alaska.
When you're this close to them, you can really see that size difference between the male and the females, can't you?
Yeah, so he's about twice the girl's size roughly. So right now he's about 1,000 pounds and the girls are each about 500 pounds.
That is massive. Just to put that into perspective, male polar bears can get over 700 kilos. That's like 10 Camerons.
These supersized bears are the planet's largest land-based carnivores. They mainly live in the frozen oceans of the Arctic, the most northerly region on Earth.
Becky needs help feeding Kaluk, Takik, and another female, Chinook.
Let's make some polar bear brunch.
And the first course is a veggie brunch box.
So a lot of people may find it weird that we're feeding polar bears this. However, because it's quite warm here, foods like the root veg and the fruit generally helps to keep their fat levels low, which means that they can regulate their body temperature, therefore making it a lot easier to live here in California. All right, feed time.
All right. You can put it all throughout the habitat, wherever you want.
Oh, look at the polar bears.
I'll be keeping a safe distance from this one.
Good idea. In the wild, polar bears mainly eat seals, which they can detect deep in the water and even beneath 1 meter of compacted snow.
So, alongside all that veg, we're giving the bears a meaty main course too.
Time to give some supersized snacks to some supersized bears.
Fingers crossed they like what's on the menu today.
Okay, here they come. Who do you reckon is going to go where?
I reckon Kaluk's going to go down here, you know.
Yeah, that seems about right.
He is walking this way.
Oh, females are big, but the size of Kaluk, the big male, whew,
He's my
massive.
favourite. Yeah.
Well, he's ignoring the root veg.
Yeah, don't blame him.
Oh, he's going straight for that carcass.
That's so impressive. Kaluk has just gone into the water and he's just having a bit of a tussle with the meat in there.
Which is exactly what we wanted, getting him working all those big, powerful muscles of his.
Their thick, oily coat is waterproof, so they can easily shake off all that freezing water and ice in the wild.
Even though polar bears appear white in colour, their fur is actually made of clear, hollow tubes that are filled with air that are incredibly reflective from the sun, hence why they give off the colour that they do. What's even more remarkable is that the skin underneath that fur is black.
Oh, it looks like Talik's coming into the water.
Oh, this is amazing. Seeing polar bears from this perspective is something that you just don't get an opportunity to see.
They are really good swimmers. In the wild, they have even been known to swim over 60 miles between ice floes.
They make swimming look so effortless. They don't actually have webbed paws. They've just got really massive, almost oar-like paws that help them really get through the water quickly.
Sadly, with climate change thought to be literally melting their habitat away, it's believed that there are only 22,000 polar bears left in the wild, which is why the conservation work of the team here is so important in protecting the future of this very special species.
But they did go for the root veg in the end, Cam.
Well, seeing the polar bears has been absolutely awesome.
It was epic.
So we've come to the end of our supersized fact-finding mission here at San Diego Zoo.
From the giant Komodo dragon with its mighty tail, to the massive winged Andean condor, to the world's biggest land carnivore, the polar bear, they are all supersized superstars.
And we've learned so much about the crucial conservation work they're doing here, protecting all the wildlife.
We even picked up loads of ideas to take back to the 1, 2, 3 zoo.
Right, come on, let's go.
Ty, did you sort out that postcard for Mum?
No! It's all right, don't worry, bros. Seeing these supersized animals has given me a supersized idea.
Ah, it's great to be back at the 1, 2, 3 zoo.
Hey guys, oh, I've missed you so much. Yay!
Seeing as we're away seeing some supersized animals, we brought you back a supersized postcard.
Thank you. Ah. Ooh, somebody get this off of me. Oops.
I'm Cam.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Aaron. We're three brothers who lead extraordinary lives.
Because we live and work in our family zoo.
Caring for endangered animals along with a team of keepers.
And helping wildlife conservation projects around the world. This is 1, 2, 3.
Today, we're in California, USA, where Aaron is having the best dream ever.
This is the life. Sand, sea lions, and San Diego.
Oh, Aaron, the best big brother in the world, the big kahuna!
Do you want a massage?
I would love a bath.
Oh, I can do bubbles and candles and sea salts and Zen music and rubber duckies.
Oh, sounds lovely. Yeah,
all right,
that please.
Back in a sec.
Wakey, wakey! Yeah, rise and shine, sleepyhead.
What are you doing? I was having such a good dream. You two were doing everything I asked for once.
Yeah, right, like that would ever happen.
Yeah, that sounds like more like a nightmare to me.
Well, the best part of the dream was that I dreamt that there were no more endangered animals and that they didn't face any more threats.
And that really is something I think we all dream about.
Sadly, for many animal species around the world, the situation is urgent, with numerous species facing threats like climate change, habitat loss, and the illegal wildlife trade.
Well, boys, let's get to work on stopping it.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
We've come to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, a world leader in helping to save species on the brink of extinction.
Here, the dedicated team of wildlife care specialists and scientists work to protect more than 3,000 rare and endangered animals.
And they have plenty of jobs lined up for us to do, as we learn how to care for some of the world's most threatened species.
Tyler sniffs out a crash of white rhinos.
Whew, very fresh.
Aaron sticks his neck out with the world's tallest mammal.
Aren't those things cool?
And Cam lends a helping hand to feed a vulture chick.
That was amazing. This is San Diego Zoo Safari Park. This place is absolutely huge and covers an area the size of more than 900 football pitches or soccer pitches if you live in the US.
The best way to see the animals is not actually by helium balloon, but by traveling through their habitats in these safari vehicles.
And right now, I am on my way to meet one of the biggest and most impressive animals that can be found living wild in parts of Africa, the southern white rhino. Rhinos are known for their large horns, with which they use to dig for water, as well as for defending their territories. Sadly, humans kill more than 500 rhinos for their horns every year. And with just 10,000 animals left, the work they do here is vital to help save the species.
Hey, Usher, how you doing? Great to see you.
Loving it.
Looking forward to hanging out with some rhinos.
Wildlife care specialist Asher has been looking after the 16-strong group here, known as a crash, for more than 5 years. Because rhinos have poor eyesight and can weigh as much as a large family car, they are called a crash for a very good reason.
One thing about rhinos, they are going to charge first and then they're going to investigate. They're big and bad, they're going to be able to get where they need to go.
All this hanging out with rhinos reminds me of a joke, okay?
I can't wait to hear it.
How do you stop a rhino from charging?
You got me.
You unplug him.
Oh, that's actually funny.
It's good, isn't it?
That is a good one.
I say that.
With the coast now clear of the crash, it's safe for us to get stuck into the dirtiest job of the day.
Nice big dung pile here.
Oh, yes. Nice and stinky.
Cleaning up one of the biggest piles of poop I have ever seen. But this is no ordinary mountain of muck. Rhino loos are so important. They even have a special name, middens.
Check this out. Whew, very fresh. As you can see from the poo, bit of their diet, they love hay.
In the wild, they'll eat lots of different types of grasses. Now, I might be known as Professor Pooh, but rhinos can tell a lot more than even I can about the coming and goings of these communal loos, as it's where they get all their gossip from.
They would smell this. They would also sometimes smell or even taste urine, and that lets them know everything that's going on with that one specific animal. They're gonna find out who's hanging out with who. Is there a dominant male? Is there a female that's pregnant? Is there someone that's sick?
So this is one of the top ways that rhinos communicate with one another.
Yes, you can think of it like a newspaper. They're reading the daily newspaper.
And the location of the poop in the pile also says a lot about how important the rhino is.
The dominant male rhino will make sure that he poops right in the middle, and if he doesn't want to get his feet all the way dirty, he will poop on the side, and his back legs will start kicking out to make sure that his is on the top so everyone can smell his poop.
Now that the rhinos have had a good old sniff, it's time for the tidy up.
Do you reckon it's all gonna fit in this wheelbarrow?
I bet it'll be about 10 trips.
10 trips.
So get steps and a workout.
Excellent, all right.
Nice and dry for you.
Yeah. Oh.
We weighed each of our rhinos' poop, and they poop out about 91 kilos a day.
91 kilos a day. That's heavier than Cameron. One down, 9 to go.
We better hurry up, they're gonna poop again.
Oh, no.
And that they surely will. Whilst I finish this giant pooper scoop, here's Aaron with Fact or Fake.
Allow Asher and I to introduce you to the giraffe, the world's tallest land animal, standing at around 5.5 meters tall, which is even taller than a double-decker bus. They only have 7 bones in their neck, which is the same as us. It's just that their bones are much, much longer. Aren't their tongues cool? A giraffe's tongue is around 50 centimeters long. That's 5 times longer than a human's, and it's believed that purple color actually acts as a natural sunblock. Now, all of these facts that I've been saying so far are 100% correct, but it's now time for today's fact or fake. Giraffes communicate using high-pitched squeaks. So, is that fact or is it fake? Let me know.
Well, I've never heard a giraffe squeal.
That's fake. So fake.
Fake. Fake? They normally talk to each other with just moving their mouth. and the tongue.
Those are all really good thoughts, but I can in fact tell you that it's fake. Giraffes do not communicate in high-pitched squeaks. They actually communicate by humming to each other, particularly in the dark. Some biologists believe it's almost like one giraffe going to another one. I know you can't see me, but I'm over here. How cool is that?
After finally finishing clearing up their huge pile of poo, I've come to the Rhino Rescue Centre. To help increase their numbers, the team here are learning all about the different ways that science can help rhino mums have babies. And so far, they have successfully helped breed more than 100 southern white babies, including 1-year-old Neville.
Hello, Neville. How are you? You're adorable.
For healthy babies, you need happy and healthy rhino mums. So here, every day is a spa day.
Come on, girl. This is so cool.
I'm helping wildlife care specialist Scott give 15-year-old Amani a full-body pamper, starting with a quick feed to check the health of her mouth.
And obviously, as we can see, Scott has a great relationship. Good girl. Thank you very much for being so gentle.
Southern white rhinos have wide, square lips to help them graze on grass, which is where they get their name from.
It's actually a mistranslation. White's from where they're from in Africa.
Really means wide.
And that is why they're a white rhino. There we go.
So, with her wide mouth in tip-top condition, time to turn our attention to her skin, which, despite in places being 5 centimetres thick, can still be surprisingly sensitive. To protect Amani from insect bites and sun damage, we need to apply a covering of clay to her face and feet.
And we're going to focus on the sensitive area here on the forehead, where a lot of the damage is done by the flies. It feels really smooth. Woo! Now, want to make sure I'm doing a good job. Obviously, want to make sure she's nice and protected. Just here?
Yep, yeah. It's another thin spot in her skin. Beautiful.
With some of Amani's more sensitive areas now protected, we can treat the rest of her crash to a good old roll in the mud.
We're about to churn up the wallow and make it an incredible mud bath.
At least one of the rhinos loves it. That's some 5-star spa treatment. And there's even a little bit left over for me.
Beautiful.
Around the world, there are more than 42,000 species under the threat of extinction. But here, to help save those species, the latest science is being used.
Behind me right now is Kurt, a 3-year-old Trafalski horse.
Or P-horse for short.
He is an absolute beaut, isn't he? This horse species are the last true remaining wild horse species in the world and were once found from the very far east of Russia all the way through to Western Europe.
Today, there are as few as 200 left, with many of them being closely related to each other. Every single one is precious, but what makes Kurt such a scientific superstar is that he's actually a clone.
That's right, he's literally a copy of another horse.
You see, scientists were able to take a special sample, known as DNA, from a male P-horse that died long ago, then grow it in an egg to create Kurt, essentially making an identical twin. The hope is that because Kurt is not related to other female horses alive today, he can go on to father lots of healthy babies.
Trying to think about how he came to be is absolutely mind-boggling.
So, to find out more, I'm heading to an area of the safari park that is off limits to the public.
It's known as the Frozen Zoo, and I'm not talking about the place where polar bears and penguins live. This whole thing is like something out of a sci-fi film. So just how cold is this?
The liquid nitrogen is minus 196 Celsius.
Ooh, that's cold.
Can you see that?
It's literally sizzling, but sizzling freezing.
Within these frozen storage chambers are lots of tiny samples of DNA. Every living thing on the planet has its own unique DNA code. It's like a set of instructions that makes you, you, and me. It tells our bodies things such as what height, hair colour, or even eye colour we will have. And by using those DNA instructions, scientists were able to create Kurt. But it's not just pea horse DNA that's stored here.
That says sand gazelle. That's from 1992, and it's actually my writing.
40 years ago, scientists like Marley's started carefully taking different samples from more than 10,000 animals without any harm coming to them, including the Amur leopard, Galapagos tortoise, and a species very close to my heart.
Okay, and here's a special one. This is a northern white rhino. Do you know who that is? A male northern white rhino in the frozen zoo. That's Sudan.
Wow.
Sudan was the very last male northern white rhino, a smaller and slightly less hairy cousin of the southern white that Tyler saw earlier.
That was frozen in 1992, when you probably weren't even walking.
Sadly, Sudan died 5 years ago, leaving just 2 remaining northern white rhinos left in the entire world. His daughter Najin and his granddaughter Fatu.
It's actually a little bit emotional for me to see the cells of Sudan because Ty, Cam and I have actually met Najin and Fatu on one of our conservation expeditions to Kenya.
The future may look bleak for the northern white rhino, but now after the birth of Kurt, the cloned pea horse, the frozen zoo has shown that there is still hope.
Because who knows, through amazing methods like this iconic animal species could be brought back from the brink of extinction.
Now it's time for Cute Alert. Who's that peeking out from behind the tree? It's Som, a Matchie's tree kangaroo. Unlike your average grey kangaroo, these cuties spend their days climbing towering trees in the forests of New Guinea Island to the north of Australia.
And I genuinely think they might be the cutest animal I have ever seen.
Som's super soft fur is perfect for keeping her snug and dry in her rainforest home. Oh,
It's just that little nose as well.
We have been learning about saving species on the brink of extinction at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Perhaps one of their greatest success stories is the recovery of a bird local to this area of America, the awesome California condor. And right now, it's feeding time.
We have some trout, we have some ground beef, and they are gonna love it. Hey. Native Americans call these thunderbirds because they believe that their wings created the thunder and their red eyes created the lightning.
Sadly, as a result of habitat loss and hunting, there were just 22 California condors left in the wild in the 1980s. But today, that number has grown to more than 300, and Ron, who I like to call Rondor the Condor King, has helped hand rear more than 140 chicks before releasing them into the wild.
I feel like a professor.
Dr. Cam?
What do you think? Do I suit the doctor vibe?
I'm all dressed up to get hands-on with one very precious condor egg.
And just lift?
Mm-hmm. Pretty dense an egg. Just keep that other hand on top. There you go. And if you do drop it, it'll be the first time in 50 years we've had a... Just kidding.
Please don't say that.
Counter.
You should never pick up bird eggs in the wild but under Ron's supervision, we can check the growth and development of the unborn chick through its shell without harming it by holding it up to a special light.
There you go. Wow. To see the membranes moving in there, while the chick is kicking. There's the body.
This is incredible. Right now, this California condor embryo is only 5 to 6 centimeters, but when it's fully grown, it will have a wingspan of 3 meters. That is a lot bigger than me. I can't believe I'm holding a California condor egg. Kind of emotional, like, I feel like I could cry right now.
Once hatched, the condor chick will be hand-fed for around 150 days, which is just what Ron is doing with another endangered bird, a 25-day-old lappet-faced vulture. So the chicks don't grow too attached to humans before being released into the wild, an unusual gadget is used.
What is really cool is that they actually use a puppet to feed the chick.
Just hold the stick and you'll feel a little lever to move the head.
It's wicked. We have to turn the lights off, pretty much so the chick just doesn't see us. And all it sees is its mum.
In the wild, adult vultures and condors are both scavengers, preferring to eat dead animals such as deer, cattle, and even fish. Unlike a feathered head, their bold heads prevent rotting food from sticking to them as they eat.
That was amazing. I can't believe it. Aaron and Tyler are gonna be so envious. I can't wait to tell them.
Well, if that wasn't exhilarating enough, there's just one last thing I want to do. I'm about to get a California condor's view over the safari park.
Wow. And we're gonna step up onto block number 2 right here. And 3, 2, and 1, have fun.
Amazingly, condors can soar more than 100 times higher than I am now. That's a dizzying 2.5 miles above the ground. What a view that must be. That was epic.
What an incredible day. Oh, it really has been. No wonder Aaron's asleep. Wow. It's been so good to meet all the wildlife care specialists. I know, I learned all about how they're saving species. Yeah, like the California condor and how they're bringing it back from the brink of extinction.
And all of the work being done to help rhinos and increase their numbers.
He's definitely asleep, isn't he? Well, there's only one way to find out. Yeah. Oh, face paint. Aaron. Aaron. Oh.